People go through pain every hour, every day, every week, or every year. And this is a take that people will always get. What people want to do is this. They want to succeed, but they fail, and failure leads to great success. This is the advice people really miss out on year after year, and that is what's missing in the current generations of people. The thing is, for me personally, you can still continue to do what you love and desire to do. Failure leads to great success. You can do it again. You can go ahead and do another creative input on what idea you need to use. You start with an idea and then it fails, and then you start over again and come up with another idea, and then you fail again. What makes this really complicated is that it takes time and effort to put in all the energy you need to put into your work, your effort, your talent, everything. And this is the thing people want to do, is succeed and fulfill their dreams and destiny. Apparently, many people do not know that they're trying to let you down and not let you succeed in what you really love to do. And that is a very common struggle. One of the struggles that make people feel different about it is that they are being criticized for simply doing the work, and then end up being blackballed for not caring with their friends. Allegedly, that's not what happens. They're just being terrible friends to you. Sometimes people don't want to let you succeed in a way you should. When I try to do my videos, I have to succeed and find a very creative way to put all that work, energetic work, and put up with some ideas and concepts that need to be done. Sometimes it's not final, or it's not going to be, and God forbid you have to do all of that reworking or refilming or reanimating a scene or re-recording your dialogue. That's the thing that most people are so agitated about, is that they have to go back and go all the way back to the beginning and try to fix some errors and grammatical mistakes or some very continuity errors and plot holes that there is. And they are not happy that they didn't like to do what they wanted to do for quite a while, something so vital in their life. If you didn't like your work, that's fine. But you're not happy on why you succeeded and why you're famous. Apparently, people get famous a lot, and people don't like being famous, don't like being really attached to fame. And some ideas, there are some people who really don't need to live with their fame. They don't necessarily like fame because you got a lot of paparazzis coming to you on the street, even if you were a celebrity or whatever. And sometimes people lose their temper a lot, even as a celebrity. And that's very normal, common practice. Celebrities get mad all the time because they cannot be left alone and are being stalked by photographers and paparazzis that will never have the urge to let go. And the paparazzis get the grudge. They get so mad, they try to expose the celebrity because they're doing their job to take photos of a celebrity that shouldn't be wanted or warranted in any form or way. Apparently, things don't go right. And what happens if you lash out on other people? Then you will get exposed. You will become blackballed from the community, like certain groups of very popular groups of people, like big groups, mainstream groups, and then suddenly you get blackballed and you're never coming back ever. And then you get to find work that is so hard to find, and you want to work independently, which I did my own self. When I started YouTube, and I mean it seriously, I started day one to be independent, like a very independent filmmaker, a YouTuber, internet personality, producer, writer. I can do all these sorts of things, but I was never happy before with my work because they come out as pretty much big failures. They are not pretty talented and they don't have any creative energy like I do. Want to say that you should never be really mad about your work ever, ever. I mean, seriously, ever. I've been on YouTube for 12 years, had very various experiences. I've been on different social media platforms over the years. And the thing I remember the most is having to struggle to find work for other people. Try to hire voice actors, did not work. Try to hire other people, did not work. They were not being cooperative. But I do apologize to them. And then suddenly there's another thing that really puts me through anger. And I had a very violent history. And this is the thing that I think people would need to appreciate more often is that I behave in the most different way like most other human beings do. People behave in very different ways, various ways. As a 22-year-old man with 10-year mental illness and with a very violent history and a very unhinged history, I wanted to let it go and I wanted to grow up. And that's a good thing to grow up because I wanted to move on, move forward, and be very pleased with my work and not have to worry about being so upset about it anymore because that is what I want to do, is succeed in various forms of way. But again, people are not happy about their past because it was not a really good time for them and that they were going through pretty shady times with other people that they know they got outed for. Apparently, people don't understand what kind of pain you have to be in for some of this. And mental pain is normal on social media because you're alone and you don't have any other friends to talk to. And you still need to find other friends to talk to and be appreciative about. And I think that's the one. You want a friend that really cares about you, is so nice, so helpful, trying to put you from harm. And that's the thing that people want to see. And people want to see their own friends be so kind, helpful, nice, like various forms of being nice and very respectful. And there's a lot of people out there who are so disrespectful, dissing you, saying death threats, and they are trying to put you away from doing what you really love most. And one of the things you guys know is that, hey, I can do this on my own, but people think it's not okay to work on your own. For me, I chose that path because I didn't want to be in the league of other YouTubers. I didn't want to be in the league of other people on social media, and I didn't want to be, truly famous and all that. And I think that's okay. I didn't want to be famous. Didn't want to attach fame in either way. And people love fame, but they end up being greedy. There's a lot of people who are greedy everywhere on YouTube. And I think that's normal. And one of the things that people would really need to understand is that if you're never happy, that concerns people. It really does concern people. You wanted to give up your work, wanted to retire, like I almost did, and almost gave up your entire life's work for it. And then suddenly you realize you're retired for all the way for nothing, and that concerns a lot of people. And that you're too young to retire, like my own age, 22. People, this is the thing you need to do. You should never give up. I think this is going to be very common for generations to come. And I know one day the new year starts, a new day starts, or a new week starts, and you can have a very fabulous time. And what you need to do most is have your work be done in the right way. And that you really want to put all that effort into it. Don't listen to the naysayers. At least one day you guys know, for some reason, this is the advice I wanted to do for so long, to be wise enough to grow up, mature, and learn my own rules that I'm going to give to you. Exactly what I will tell you is this. If you're not happy, no one will ever be happy. Peace.